Hi, I'm Cindy Wilson, and this is Home Sweet Home Craft Room Creations. In today's episode, we are going to do Easter-themed projects. I did 3 all total. I think there's something here for everybody, and I really think you're going to like what you see today. So, grab a coffee, grab a tea, grab something to drink, sit back, relax, and let's do this. The first project, we needed a little twine, we needed a little greenery, we needed some rope, we needed some fake nesting. First part of this, I went into my Cricut design space and brought up an image that I had created last year of a silhouette of a rabbit. I selected the image of the rabbit from one of my files in design space, sent it over to my machine to cut. I actually used, I believe, 1/16 millimeter chipboard is what I used to cut this out on. I selected the chipboard option for my material and let the machine do the rest. I think it took about 20 minutes and about 14 passes altogether, but we did get a rabbit in the end of it. And then there was a bit of cord that I had left over from a previous project, and I decided to use that to wrap my first one. I say my first one because I ended up cutting up 2 rabbits from the same the chipboard. Once my rabbits were done, I picked up 2 wreaths from the all-time favorite of mine, Dollarama. The wreath forms, and some plastic Easter eggs. We're going to paint the plastic Easter eggs in some soft pastel color. If you saw me paint Easter eggs last year, you'll see that I'm still doing the same process, where I heat up a sewing needle or a darning needle and push it through the bottom of the plastic egg. It holds it in great position, and then I can just push it through the floral foam and it stands there on its own and dries just perfectly. I ended up painting, I believe, 14 eggs all total, soft pink, light blues, yellow, actually a pale green, which I really wasn't crazy about in the beginning, but once it dried it did look good. I had been at Michael's earlier on this week, and they had burlap rope wrapped carrots, and that's wonderful and that's fine, but each of the carrots was $5 a piece. I decided I probably could do the same thing at home for a whole lot cheaper. The orange twine that I used here came from Amazon. It was, I believe, $9 or $10 for the whole roll, and I'll probably get 60 carrots out of that if I really wanted, if not more. And it was easy peasy. Just grab a piece of old cardboard from a courier envelope, cut it down to, I believe, 10 by 10 millimeters or 15 millimeters, and yeah, crazy glue it, hot glue it, whatever you have to get it to hold on. Let me tell you, my carrots look every bit as good, if not better, than the ones at Michael's. I was really happy with them. And as far as a top for them, here we are at Dollarama again, grabbing goodies from there. And this greenery peg, I believe, was a hot $2.50 or so, if at the most. I can't see the price on there right now. And just snipped off a piece that looked okay to me and just tucked it in the top of that carrot, and wow, I was really impressed. Mine is a lot better, I think, than Michael's. Once the carrots were made, I went back to the eggs, which had had plenty of time to dry, and positioned them with just a smidge of glue on them, on the wreath frame, just basically in order to keep them in place. I probably didn't have to do this, but I just didn't want them rolling off the table and the cat getting them and things just going all to hell in a handbasket quickly here. So just a smidge of glue, and this wonderful looking, I don't know what you call it, nesting, I guess is a good word for it. I had received a gift basket for Christmas this year, and inside the gift basket was this wonderful stuffing, and it nearly ended up in the garbage. And I'm so glad I did not do it, because it turned out to be the perfect background drop for my little eggs to be sitting on. I grabbed my craft wire string, just kind of giving it a quick twist tie to hold everything into place. And I considered cutting it off at the end, but you'll see I ended up leaving it up because it just kind of blended with the rest of the wreath, and it really was no problem, as far as I could tell anyway, to leave it on. Once that was done, it was just a matter of attaching the carrots, attaching the rabbit, and you'll see in a minute it turned out really well. A little flower ribbon section cut up there, and a bead from one of my junk jewelry collection, and yeah, that was exactly the finishing touch that she needed. And here he is, our rabbit. And I think it's absolutely adorable. I can hardly wait till I get a little bit closer to Easter so I can put him outside. So in the midst of all this rabbit cutting out of the chipboard, when I was left with these silhouettes, stencils, I don't know what even to call them, the leftovers anyway, from the chipboard after the rabbit was cut out, I decided I was going to take that piece, I was going to cut it, and I was going to do something else with it. I grabbed an old frame that I had kicking around here, again, from Dollarama, probably from like last year or something. And with a little bit of floral and a little bit of green chalk paint, it turned out pretty damn cute, I think. And for my last project, this was something that I had seen, I believe, on Pinterest, and it was a chicken, pure and simple, made from a plastic egg, and I kind of fell in love with the whole idea. So here's my version of it. Quick and easy. Paint the egg with the yellow, I believe it's called vintage mustard yellow chalk paint, and let that dry. I grabbed some leftover suede that I had, and that became his comb, and I'm not sure what you call the other piece on his under his chin, his beard, I guess. And yeah, cut that out, and the little triangle piece folded over for his beak, and created a face for him, and I think he came out pretty cute. The dish I had him sitting on, again, Dollarama. I love the color. It kind of matched his body color, and after seeing so many people do this trick with a saucer and a bowl to create, I guess, a pedestal tray, I guess that's what you would call it. I thought it would work really good for him, so yeah, a little bit of glue and a little more of that nesting that I'm so glad I kept. And my little chicken friend had a great place to sit, and I really like how he turned out. I hope you did too. If you liked today's video, please give it a thumbs up. Consider subscribing. Leave a comment, whatever makes you happy. I'd really appreciate hearing from you. There are more videos if you watch the links at the end of this, and hopefully you'll go and check them out. And until the next video, take care. See you then. Bye-bye.